It's Marco and Cheats Jock Center.
X1075.
Covering your balls because we love sports. Jock Center, Marco and Cheats, X1075. Man, the Rams, they moved to L.A.
Yeah.
They had an improbable win over the Seahawks on Sunday. They were winners.
Yeah, that's true.
And they were winners in more than one way, not just on the field. They absolutely raped and pillaged their fans. Have you heard about this?
Yes.
$60 to park, and that was the cheap lot.
That was the cheap lot, and as you got closer, the price continually rose up to the highest price for parking. Now, this is to park your goddamn car.
Yeah, this is after you bought your tickets for $25,000.
Right, and your jerseys and the hot dogs and the beers. This is just to park your car. The most expensive parking lot was $1,000.
Yeah, $60 was the deal. That obviously filled up quick once people got close to the stadium and said, wait a minute, the price keeps going up. There was one lot for $60. That was the only lot that was not triple digits. Every other lot was triple digits from there, the closer you got to the Coliseum.
Yeah, the second closest was $100.
Yeah.
I think after that it went from like $180 to $250, but then it got super crazy after that.
Welcome back, NFL, to Los Angeles. The thought is that people there, they can afford it. But I don't care what city you live in and how rich you think your fans are. $60 to park your car? That's ridiculous.
Well, $1,000 is absolutely insane. How about this? You pony up the $1,000 to park in the $1,000 lot. You go watch the game, and not a single touchdown was scored.
Field goal after field goal.
It's not four field goals
after field goal. Ray Rice, remember him?
I do.
Don't ride elevators with him. He's dangerous in those elevators. He was suspended after he was caught on tape in Atlantic City 2 years ago, punching his wife. He was let go by the Ravens, has not found a job since, but he is eligible now to be reinstated. And the rumors are that he could be coming back.
Could it be that we're getting closer to the point where Rice finally gets back in? He's been waiting for 2 years for that second chance. And there's a school of thought out there that he brings an element of distraction to the locker room, could cause forces in the locker room to be at odds with each other. If you've got members of the team who feel very strongly about what we all saw on that video that emerged 2 years ago. Ultimately, though, teams want to win football games. And if running backs are going down and there aren't competent replacements available, at some point you get down on the list to Ray Rice, and you have to ask yourself, do we pull the trigger here? Do we bring this guy in? Do we give him that second chance?
That's that moron Mike Florio from Pro Football Talk. God, I never liked that guy.
Well, here's the thing. There's a lot of people have done similar actions that Ray Rice has done and been given second chances. Now, the difference with Ray Rice is his was caught on tape, which makes it a lot uglier.
Yeah, remember Greg Hardy?
Yeah, Greg Hardy was rap sheets even worse than Ray Rice's.
But nothing was ever on tape, so he was allowed to play. I mean, he played with the Cowboys last night, not playing right now, but he was allowed to play. But I think Ray Rice probably is going to get a shot.
Here's the problem, though. Okay, so I mentioned other people get second chances.
Mike Vick
went to prison. As a running back in now he's got to be 30, 31, which is old for a running back, and taking 2 years off?
Yeah, but they're going to spin it as his physical age is only like 28, 27.
I mean, do you honestly see him coming back and being any kind of a contributor after taking that much time off?
I don't think he's going to be great, but I think he'll be somebody's second, third. If you got
maybe a third down back,
if you got a committee,
drop a swing pass.
If you got a committee and you need somebody, yeah, maybe. Seahawks right back in the news. They're in trouble again.
Christ.
Well, their coach is he's a thug. He's a white collar thug. At USC, destroyed the program. All he did was break rules, and he just loves breaking rules. Adam Schefter talks about it.
It stems from contact and practices that the NFL and NFLPA have set up to avoid contact. They want to have these OTAs, the off-season training activities, as a form of teaching, not as a form of contact. The league looked into it, and it felt like the Seahawks violated that. And I go specifically, Wendy, to one rule in Appendix G of the CBA.
Can you imagine having to be a football coach? Appendix G of the CBA. How do these coaches know this? But the Seahawks were fined. It's like $400,000. They lose another draft pick. And apparently their practices just got a little too rough in the offseason.
Hey, look, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's what I say. No, but here's actually what happened. The NFL sets up cameras at the practices to make sure you're abiding by all the rules. They had a fumble drill where there's a ball. 2 people dove for the ball. And
contact.
And their heads bumped.
Yeah.
$400,000, lose a 5th-round pick because 2 guys' heads bumped.
Can't do it. Adrian Peterson, torn meniscus. Not sure on what his options are. This was probably the best case scenario because everyone was thinking MCL, ACL. It's the meniscus in the knee. They're not ruling him out for this week, but he's not playing with a torn meniscus this
that's
week.
That's insanity.
Yeah,
what do
you
we
can't
call,
do that.
What do we call Del Rio now? Crazy Jack.
Crazy Jack.
Crazy Jack. You might as well call it Crazy Mike Zimmer because he's like, I ain't ruling him out. I go, dude, he has a torn meniscus in his knee. He ain't playing next week, Crazy Mike Zimmer.
Yeah, but Sam Bradford looked great. They may not need him. Vikings may be going to the Super Bowl with Sam Bradford, which would make it really interesting with Teddy Bridgewater. Do you even need Teddy at this point? What do you do?
Well,
do you get your first rounder back by trading Teddy?
No, you don't, because I don't think he's that good.
All right.
But
yeah,
Bradford had one good game. You're over here saying he's the greatest quarterback of all time.
No. Greatest quarterback in the league right now with Carson Wentz. They are the 2 best quarterbacks in the league right now. Yeah, 2-0 for the Eagles. Worst quarterback in the league right now, Jay Cutler, and a bust, by the way.
Well, that is accurate.
God, that guy, watching him, it's just painful. It's X 107.5.